everybody, Little Gamer here, and welcome to a brand new video. I am so happy to see you here today. This is a Valentine's Day collab, and I am super excited to share it with you because this is my first ever collab. Gonna go ahead and apologize for the air in the background that you may hear, as well as the occasional yelling. I'm afraid my brother has decided that 8:48 p.m. is the perfect time to get on his game system and scream at the TV because things aren't going his way. So, yeah. Now, today I am collabing with the following simmers. I will link their channels or Twitches, whichever ones they have given me, in the description. Hopefully I remember, because knowing me, I will forget. But I have collabed with the following simmers: G, Queenie, Ghoul, Charlie, Abby, Piper, Tay, Christy, Motherload, Bunny Banana Sims, Permapup, Misty, Living Dead Girl, or Living Dead Gal, Shiro, Nyx, Jenna, Bailey, Purple Sims, Retro, Simber Sanders, Tara, Emma Sims, Beamsies, Tori, Joe, and Emma. And honestly, I am so excited to be I'm super excited to be collabing with them today. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what they have made and built myself. Now, I am going to say this video was recorded and voiced over before the wedding pack came out, so if you're watching this in the future, or it's come out by the time I've posted this, I didn't have it, so I couldn't decorate with it. I couldn't use it. And I'm not a game changer or anything. Or, well, I think they go by a different name now, but let's be honest, we're never going to stop calling them game changers. Yeah. And I'm not a game changer, so it's not like I can get anything early. So, yeah. Now, I decided to build a park because I much more prefer making parks. But yeah, I much more prefer making parks and outdoor places than I do making houses and bars and really anything. I really like making parks because I love doing the landscaping a lot more than I do the furnishing. Sorry that I had to get loud at that last little bit there for a second. My brother was yelling again, and y'all don't need to hear that. But it's all good now. I went over and told him to politely shut up. And now my cat has decided to come and say hi. He is currently giving me kisses on my hands. Now, I did know that I wanted a fountain. Now, I don't usually mess with the fountain tool. I am still learning it. And I was just going to go with a square. But then I decided, wait a minute, we've got a custom tool. Why don't we just, make a custom fountain? Oh goodness. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I'm tired. But yeah, I decided, why don't we try making a custom fountain? And so I decided that I would make a heart-shaped fountain. Which, it looks decent. It's not perfect, but hey, what are you gonna do? Now, here's where I had a wee bit of technical difficulties with my controller and my game system in general. It wouldn't let me edit anything, really, and so I had to, I had to exit my game. After saving, of course. And, yeah. It was proving to not be very easy. Though now that I'm looking at it, I probably should have kept the siding that I have as opposed to changing it, but I change it later on. Now, of course, this video is only about 27 minutes long, but that is because I both sped it up and I cut quite a lot out. Because while I am sure that many people don't mind watching people place each individual rock or flower down, I know for some it can get quite boring. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so tired all suddenly. When it comes to him, oh my goodness. When it comes to YouTube videos, I know that some people don't want to watch people place each individual flower down, especially when there can be over like 100 bushes, give or take, maybe even 60. I'm pretty sure I used at least 100 rocks in this, or at least 50, actually, rocks in this park for like pathways and everything. But you won't see it. Oh goodness, why am I yawning? I'm not even tired. I don't feel tired. I had coffee. What the fuck? But yes, a lot of it is sped up and cut out. Now, with this park, since the theme was, love, and while yes, there are many different forms of love, platonic, friendly, romantic, familial, I wanted to make a wedding venue, someplace your Sims can get married. I can't remember if I added a bar in here. I don't think I did. Yeah. Okay. I genuinely don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not tiny. I'm tiny? Oh my god. I'm not tired. I've slept all day. But yes, I just wanted to make a place where your Sims could come and get married. Now, you will probably need a lot of the expansion and game packs. I don't know all of the packs I used. I know I used Get Together. I know I used City Living. Definitely City Living. And I know I probably used Cats and Dogs quite a lot. But, and I probably used some Get Together as well. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm not even tired. I'm sorry, you're probably just like, really? You don't have to say everything when you yawn, but I feel bad about it. But yes, I just wanted to make a place where everyone could come and get married. And, yeah, I decided that a park would be the best place to get married because it's a wide open space. And while, yes, you could probably have your Sims get married at your house, you could, you could also wish to, just have a place to send them to get married. Someplace that's nice, that you don't have to really build, or put any work towards. Or really, you're just like, you're tired, you don't want to build, you don't feel like you can right now, and so you just want to place someplace down. And I hope that that is what this park is for. And whenever the wedding pack comes out, maybe y'all could use this as just a little place to have your Sims get married if you just, decide you don't want to mess with anything, and you can edit it and change it however you want. I am 100% sure that when that wedding pic comes out, I'm probably going to come and edit this myself. And look, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if it's playable. I did not play test this at all. I don't know if the flower petal rugs being on the ground is gonna cause any difficulties, because you know how Sims can be when it comes to really anything. Sometimes they're unnecessarily difficult. But yeah, Um, Now, when I was making this, I did have a few inspirations for this park. Um, Now, in one of the towns that I go to pretty regularly, um, because it's close by. It's only about 30 minutes away. Um, Goodness, it's only about 20 to 30 minutes away. 15 minutes if you decide you're gonna break some traffic laws and you don't get pulled over, um, and you don't get in a wreck. um, and the name of the town that kind of inspired me a bit is Fairhope, Alabama. I live nearby it. Uh, and it's a very pretty town. However, it's got its issues, of course. Every small town in the South has its issues, but it is a very pretty small town, especially the downtown area. And many things are accessible in the downtown area. It's not perfect. There still needs to be some things that make it more disabled friendly, but it is a very, I'm so sorry about yawning, a very pretty town. I was actually born at the hospital there back in 2001, but yeah. And there is a pier. I was gonna say a pair, but that might be that's my southern accent trying to come out. But there is a pier in Fairhope, especially near the downtown area. You just gotta drive a little farther downtown to get to it. And there's a beautiful fountain there that's absolutely surrounded by these lovely, lovely rose bushes. They come in so many different colors, and honestly, they're breathtaking. And the city does a lot to ensure that everything is quote-unquote perfect and pretty, and you'll see a lot of gardeners and people out there tending to the plants there, and it's very pretty. I mean, granted, it's illegal to pick any of the flowers, but sometimes I don't listen to that. I especially didn't listen to it when I was a smaller kid, because I just wanted to pick the flowers because they were pretty and I wanted to give them to my mom. But well, yes, you can't pick flowers, at least not the ones that aren't grown in your garden. In The Sims, I like to think that maybe some kids will come by and they'll pick the flowers, and it overall just be pretty. And I also like to think that sometimes, well, yes, this is more of a wedding venue that I had in mind. I like to think that sometimes families will come by and visit to just have some family get-togethers. Lord knows, downtown Fairhope gets a lot of family get-togethers. But I was thinking that maybe your Sims will visit this just to look at it and take pictures. And we do have a lot of weddings in the downtown Fairhope areas, especially near the pier. More specifically during the spring and summer months. While it does happen a lot in the summer, for the most part, people tend to just stick to the fall and summer. Fall and spring months, because in Alabama, especially the deep southern part of Alabama, let's just say it gets pretty hot and humid down here. It feels like you get hit with a wet towel, and if you're not used to it, you're not gonna know what to expect. So But natives of the place tend to be pretty used to the heat. So we're pretty, like, quite happy to get married in the summer, but we do tend to keep it towards the spring and fall months because we know what to expect. Of course, with the fall months, you get the hurricanes. You also get them in the summer, but towards fall is when we usually get our worst hurricanes. In fact, there are still areas near Fairhope that are still damaged from, I think it was Ida, as well as Katrina. I know New Orleans is really struggling with healing from those hurricanes because they were awful. But, yeah. Now, usually, there aren't anything in the fountains in Fairhope, unless the local Fairhope high schoolers have decided to hold their prom at the pier. Because, look, I'll be completely honest, when it comes to the Fairhope pier, and it comes to the seniors and their prom, they will play all sorts of pranks. One year, we had people put dish soap in there. Another year, we had them put red dye in there. We had another person put alcohol in there, which isn't surprising considering a lot of people drink in our town. And it's not abnormal to see teenagers with some alcohol in their hands. It's not good, obviously, but it's how it is. So we get a lot of stuff in the fountains, and sometimes you'll have children go inside the fountain and play in the fountain. There aren't any signs, and there aren't any ordinances that I know of that says you can't get in the fountain. So if there's not a sign saying you cannot get in the fountain, people are going to get in the fountain. Then again, reading comprehension isn't very strong down here, so even if there was a sign, people would still get in the fountain. My brother was one of those kids who would get in the fountain. I remember when he was little, he would play in the fountain with one of my cousins, and I stayed out of it because I didn't want to get wet. I didn't have a change of clothes, and I was in a dress, so I was like, no thank you. It looked fun because it was hot, but but yeah, that's where I got the idea for the fountain in this park. I really love where I live. It's not perfect, but it's home. And we do have a lot of beautiful weddings that happen near here, and honestly, those brides are gorgeous. And I would love to be a bride one day, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Not with my not with how I am. I don't think I'm not easy to deal with. But yes, when it did come to just like deciding the park area, I actually got it may not seem like it, but I was actually inspired for this little picnic area from a military base I visited as a kid. It's closed to the public now because there was a incident there, so they had to close it to the public. But I remember going there as a kid, and I absolutely loved it. I was absolutely so happy to go there. We used to go there almost every year when I was a kid, whenever we could. When you're poor, but you've got connections to the military, you can get into pretty much anywhere. But that's where I got inspiration for this picnic area. It's very simple. They always keep it simple in the military. The less fuss about things, the better. For a lot of people. Now, I did also add that cute little bunny home and those little bird homes because we have a lot of birds where I live. There are just so many. In fact, there are a whole lot of geese in the near the Fairhope Pier that live at the Fairhope Pier, and recently they're like, you can't feed the ducks, and I'm like, what now? You can get fined for feeding the ducks. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been feeding the ducks since I was a toddler. That's something you did with your grandparents. So I was very upset about that. I was not happy to not be allowed to feed the ducks legally anymore. Do I follow that rule? Absolutely not. Do I care? Also absolutely not. I feed them bird feed, duck food. I get it from the store and I bring it here. It's not like I'm feeding them bread. And there's one duck who only has one leg, and he's not very good at hunting on his own. So, yeah. But yeah, so he can't really hunt for himself very well. I mean, his other geese brethren help him, but, you know. Now, this is what I was talking about with watching me do the individual rocks. As you can see, I just sort of sized them down. And then I place them. And, yeah. Now, I am super excited to do this collab, as it is my first one, as I mentioned beforehand. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what the other people's videos are. So, as this is like my first ever collab ever, and it's like super exciting. And of course, you're gonna see me jump around here a lot, especially with the rocks, because I didn't really think it'd be that entertaining. Really, what I did was I sized down each individual rock, and then I placed them. And sometimes I rotated them. Now, I am sorry about the noise here in the background. My mom recently came in my room, and then she left my door open because she was going to come back in, but I'm pretty sure she forgot. And knowing her, she's going to be noisy as can possibly be, because it's just how she is. My brother got that from her. So I'm apologizing now for the noise, and as there's not much I can do about it, except for close my door, but if I do that, she'll probably be quite cross. But yes, I'm super excited for this collab, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this video despite my rambling. I'm super nervous. I've never done a collab before. I don't know what you're supposed to do in a collab other than like collaborate. And I'm still super new to this whole YouTube thing. But I am having a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Alrighty, sorry about that. I had to close my door. But yes, I'm so excited for this collab. I've never done a collab before, and I hope I did it right. I'm super anxious and also super excited to see how this goes. Now, we are coming up to the end of this video. We only have a couple of more minutes left, so I'm going to take these couple of minutes to ask, how is everyone? How are you all doing today? I hope your Valentines has gone well, and I hope you are staying safe, especially those in lockdown due to COVID right now. I know that these times are very difficult. Trust me, they're difficult for me too. I mean, I live in an area where people don't take it as seriously as it should be taken, which very much so irritates the doctors, as it should be, because it irritates me. But, I do hope that everyone is safe and that everyone is healthy and well. And I hope that you are all doing okay. I would also like to ask that those of you who are watching now, what would you like to see next? Do you have any like parks or non-residential lot ideas that you personally would like to see? I would love to try my hand at maybe a karaoke bar or an onsen, because I love Japanese culture. It's so neat. Or is there anything from your own personal countries that you would like to see me attempt to recreate? Though it would probably be very poorly. Though that doesn't mean I won't try. if you do have a suggestion, or if there's anything that you would like to see, please, please, please let me know, and I will attempt it as soon as I can. I hope you are all well, and I hope everything goes well for you also. So please stay safe and have a good day. Bye bye!